footage arrived anonymously. A series of seemingly innocuous security camera recordings from a suburban home. Nothing remarkable at first glance. Just the mundane rhythm of daily life. A family going about their routines. A dog chasing its tail. The occasional car passing by. But something unsettling lurked beneath the surface. Something that only became apparent upon closer examination, frame by agonizing frame. We started with the seemingly insignificant details. A flickering light in the hallway, dismissed as a faulty bulb. A shadow passing quickly across the living room, attributed to the movement of trees outside. These were the whispers, the preliminary tremors before the earthquake. Then came the night of the 14th. The family was asleep. The house was silent, save for the low hum of the refrigerator. The camera, positioned in the kitchen, captures a subtle shift in the ambient light. A coolness, a chilling absence of warmth that permeates the screen. The hairs on the back of your neck might prickle just watching it. You feel it too, don't you? The air grew heavy, thick, with an unseen presence. A slow, deliberate creak emanated from the upstairs hallway. Not the familiar settling of an old house, but something deliberate, something malevolent. It was as if the very structure of the house was holding its breath, anticipating something dreadful. We slowed the footage, frame by agonizing frame. The creak repeated, then another, followed by a faint scraping sound. A sound like fingernails on wood. The camera's infrared vision revealed nothing concrete, but the subtle shifts in light and shadow suggested movement. A presence, something unseen, yet undeniably there. Days later, the same thing happened again. This time, the camera caught a fleeting glimpse of something. A blur of movement in the periphery. Too fast to identify, but enough to send a shiver down your spine. The feeling of being watched, of being observed by something unseen, became palpable. The recordings continued, each night becoming progressively more unsettling. Objects moved on their own. Doors opened and closed without explanation. Whispers, barely audible, seemed to emanate from the darkness. We enhanced the audio, filtering out the background noise. We heard it then, a low, guttural moan. A sound that spoke of suffering, of pain, of something ancient and deeply disturbed. It was chilling. The kind of sound that burrows into your subconscious, that stays with you long after the video ends. The kind of sound that makes you sleep with the lights on. We brought in experts, paranormal investigators, skeptics, scientists. They all watched the footage, their expressions shifting from polite skepticism to something akin to horrified fascination. They tried to find rational explanations to debunk the phenomena, but the evidence remained unexplained, undeniable. One investigator, a seasoned veteran of countless paranormal investigations, confessed that this was unlike anything he had ever encountered. He spoke of a feeling of dread, a sense of impending doom that permeated the recordings. He said he could feel the presence, even through the screen. he said. He felt it watching him. The family, blissfully unaware of the nightly disturbances captured on their security camera, continued their lives, completely oblivious to the unseen entities that shared their home. This ignorance, this blissful unawareness, is perhaps the most terrifying aspect of the whole ordeal. We analyzed the footage for weeks. We scrutinized every frame, every pixel, searching for clues, for an explanation. We consulted with physicists, engineers, and psychologists. We explored every possible rational explanation. But the more we looked, the more we realized there were no answers. The events escalated. The disturbances became more frequent, more intense. Objects began to fly across the room. Furniture moved on its own. The whispers grew louder, more menacing. The low guttural moans turned into something akin to screams. Screams that seemed to come from within the walls. Something is happening. I can feel it. The air is cold. My heart is pounding. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. This is real. This is not a joke. This is terrifying. The camera captures a sudden, violent burst of energy. The image flickers, the audio crackles. Then silence. The feed cuts out completely. We never received another recording. The family, well, we don't know what happened to them. We tried to reach them, to contact their neighbors, to find any trace of their existence. But it was as if they had simply vanished, disappeared without a trace, leaving behind only this chilling collection of security camera footage. They're gone, but something remains. Something is still there in the house, watching, waiting. The authorities are baffled. The police have ruled it a missing persons case, but there are no leads, no clues, just the haunting footage, the whispers, the screams, the lingering sense of dread that clings to everything we know about this case. Some say the house is cursed. Some say the family is trapped. Some say it's still watching, waiting for its next victim. And the question remains, what happened to that family? What lurks within those walls? What secrets does that house hold? The answers remain shrouded in darkness. In the chilling silence of the unanswered questions, the silence that lingers after the recording ends, the silence that whispers in the dark, and the silence that might be watching you right now.